Forbidden history. Secrets the world wasn't supposed to know. What if I told you that some of the most important moments in history were never meant to be known? That powerful forces have worked in the shadows to erase civilizations, suppress knowledge, and rewrite the past? Imagine discovering that what you learned in school was only part of the truth, carefully curated to hide secrets that could change everything we believe. This is not just another history lesson. This is forbidden history, the stories, events, and secrets that were deliberately buried, hidden, or distorted. Tonight, we will uncover 5 of the most shocking historical mysteries, stories so mysterious and controversial that they challenge everything we thought we knew. And I guarantee you, the last one might change how you see history forever. But before we begin, ask yourself, if history is written by the victors, what happened to the stories of those who lost? What if entire civilizations, technologies, and even knowledge that could alter the course of humanity were systematically erased? Stay with me until the end, because the truth might be more disturbing than you ever imagined. Let's start with our first mystery, one that questions the very timeline of human civilization, the lost civilization of Tartaria. If you look at maps from the 16th to the 19th century, you'll find a massive empire called Tartaria, stretching across Russia, Mongolia, and Central Asia. It appears in old European documents, on globes, and in the writings of travelers. Yet, if you search for it today in official history books, it simply does not exist. The mainstream explanation? That it was just a geographic term, not a real empire. But why would so many maps and records reference it as if it were? Some believe Tartaria was a highly advanced civilization with architectural and technological advancements far beyond its time. Many Old World buildings, known as Tartarian architecture, feature massive domes, intricate facades, and structures that appear to have been repurposed rather than built by the civilizations we credit them to. There are even theories that these buildings had technological functions, such as energy generation, based on principles we still don't fully understand. Then, suddenly, between the late 1800s and early 1900s, something happened. There was a surge of unexplained global disasters, fires, earthquakes, and even mud floods that buried entire cities. These events, along with the rewriting of history, conveniently erased Tartaria from human memory. Could it be that this civilization held knowledge that powerful entities did not want the world to remember? And if so, why? Our next mystery takes us to the heart of power itself, one of the most secretive places in the world, the Vatican's forbidden archives. Beneath Vatican City, hidden behind miles of secure corridors, lie the Vatican's secret archives, one of the most restricted collections of documents on Earth. They contain over 50 miles of ancient texts, letters, and manuscripts, some dating back over 1,000 years. But what is being hidden here? Only a handful of highly selected scholars have ever been allowed access, and even then, they can only request specific documents. They cannot freely browse. Some believe these archives contain lost gospels that paint an entirely different picture of religious history, texts that contradict official doctrine, or even evidence of extraterrestrial encounters. There are rumors that the Vatican holds correspondence between early religious figures and unidentified aerial phenomena, letters from medieval times describing flying objects, and even proof that knowledge of life beyond Earth has existed for centuries. If true, why would the Church keep such information from the public? Additionally, theory suggests that these archives contain evidence of alternative biblical interpretations, early Christian texts that were removed or rewritten over time. Could there be ancient prophecies, hidden knowledge about humanity's origins, or even lost books that were deliberately suppressed? And if so, what would happen if these secrets were finally revealed to the world? Moving on to our third mystery, ancient UFO encounters that were erased from history. When we think of UFO sightings, we often imagine modern-day events, reports from the 20th and 21st centuries. But did you know that some of the most mysterious encounters date back hundreds, even thousands of years? One of the most famous cases is the Celestial Battle of Nuremberg in 1561. Eyewitnesses reported seeing massive, glowing spheres and cylindrical objects engaging in an aerial battle over the German city before crashing to the ground. The event was so significant that it was documented in woodcut illustrations and newspapers of the time. But this isn't an isolated case. Cave paintings from prehistoric times depict strange humanoid figures with large heads and elongated limbs, standing beside what appear to be flying saucers. Medieval artwork often features disc-shaped objects floating in the sky, sometimes emitting beams of light onto the people below. Even religious texts from various cultures describe fiery chariots descending from the heavens, gods arriving from the stars, and encounters with beings who did not seem to belong to this world. Why have these accounts been dismissed or ignored? Could it be that the idea of extraterrestrial contact has been carefully controlled, ensuring that we never question the possibility that we have been visited for thousands of years? Our fourth mystery takes us to one of the greatest architectural wonders of all time, the true purpose of the Great Pyramids. The standard explanation tells us that the pyramids of Egypt were built as tombs for pharaohs. But there's a problem. No mummies have ever been found inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. Unlike other Egyptian tombs, which contain elaborate murals, treasures, and hieroglyphic texts, the interior of the Great Pyramid is eerily empty. Some researchers believe these structures were never tombs at all. Instead, they might have been power plants, harnessing energy through their precise alignment with celestial bodies and the use of materials like limestone and granite, which have electrical properties. Nikola Tesla himself once theorized about wireless energy transmission, an idea that oddly resembles what these pyramids might have been designed to do. Ancient texts describe a time when the pyramids emitted light from their peaks, guiding travelers at night. Could they have been energy centers, utilizing principles we no longer understand? And if so, why was this knowledge lost? Finally, our last mystery challenges everything we know about human civilization. For years, historians believed that the first advanced societies emerged around 5,000 years ago. But the discovery of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey shattered that timeline. This ancient site, built over 11,000 years ago, features massive, intricately carved stone pillars arranged in a circular temple-like formation. What's shocking is that this site was deliberately buried, as if someone wanted to hide it from future generations. If Göbekli Tepe existed at a time when humans were supposedly primitive hunter-gatherers, who built it? How did they have the knowledge and skill to create such a structure? This suggests that civilization might be far older than we've been taught, that advanced societies existed long before recorded history and were lost due to unknown cataclysms. If this is true, then how much of our past has been erased? These are just a few of the forbidden secrets that challenge our understanding of history. If these stories were hidden from us, imagine what else might still be out there, waiting to be discovered. Which of these secrets shocked you the most? Do you believe history has been deliberately rewritten? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you love uncovering hidden history, subscribe and turn on notifications, because there's so much more they don't want you to know.